Hey, welcome back to my channel, and in this video, we are looking at the latest EA Sports FC 26. According to the official notes, the update focuses on Ultimate Team, Career Mode, clubs, and broader visual and stability improvements. So this is the kind of patch that may not make the biggest splash at first glance, but it can make a real difference once you are actually playing day to day. EA's own update summary says this release is centered on improving menu behavior, fixing a few long-running annoyances, and tightening up overall reliability across modes. Let me start with Ultimate Team, because that is where a lot of players spend most of their time and where even a tiny interface issue can get irritating fast. One of the fixes improves item selection while browsing player items in the new releases section, which means moving through that area should feel cleaner and less awkward than before. The other Ultimate Team fix restores the Actions button prompt when you are using the Compare Price feature in new releases, and that is the sort of thing you only notice when it is missing, because suddenly a simple menu path feels less clear than it should. These are not giant gameplay changes, but they are exactly the kind of quality of life adjustments that make the mode feel more responsive and less clunky. Career Mode also gets some of the most important work in this update. If you have ever loaded back into a save and seen your CPU slider settings reset to default, that frustration should now be gone, because the patch fixes that reset issue after restarting the title and loading a save. There's also a correction for a problem where the wrong club could appear when beginning a manager career using an icon player, which is one of those bugs that can throw off the whole opening feel of a save file. On top of that, youth prospect height generation has been adjusted, so new players are created in a way that feels more realistic and balanced, which should help career mode feel a bit more grounded over time, rather than producing prospects that feel oddly inconsistent. For a mode built around long-term planning, these kinds of fixes matter a lot more than they might sound at first. Clubs gets a couple of targeted corrections too, and again, these are the kind of things that quietly improve the experience without making a big spectacle out of themselves. Selecting objectives should now open the actual objectives menu instead of sending you to FC Hub, which is a simple fix, but an important one because menu flow needs to feel direct. The patch also corrects cases of improperly aligned text across menus, which helps the whole presentation feel cleaner and less uneven. When you are moving through interfaces constantly, neat presentation and proper menu routing can make a bigger difference than people realize. There are also broader general audio and visual updates that round the patch out. EA says various visual assets have been updated, including trophies, boots, kits, ad boards, overlays, crests, logos, starheads, hairstyles, stadium elements, banners, flags, scarves, and anthems. So this update is not just about bug fixes, it is also about polishing the look and feel of the game in a bunch of different places. On PC specifically, one fix addresses cases where frame rates could drop after halftime, which is a welcome performance correction for anyone who has dealt with the match suddenly feeling less smooth later on. The update also resolves multiple stability problems that could cause crashes or interruptions, and it fixes instances where text would not display properly in menus and interfaces. That is the kind of cleanup patch that can quietly improve a lot of sessions without being the center of attention, because once these issues are gone, the whole game just feels more dependable. So overall, this is not one of those giant updates that rewrites how EA Sports FC 26 plays, but it does tackle a useful mix of interface problems, career mode reliability issues, clubs menu bugs, PC performance trouble, and general stability concerns. If you spend a lot of time in Ultimate Team, career mode, or clubs, you will probably notice the difference most in the little moments where menus behave properly, saves hold their settings, and the game stays steadier from start to finish. And honestly, that is often the kind of patch that matters most because it takes away friction and lets you focus on the football instead of fighting the menus.